So we had a day that wasn't quite what we expected today.
That is true. But it was a good day.
Oh yeah, it was good. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, it was unexpected. It was a good day.
Yeah, we finished your Dr. Boz course this morning.
We did. Day 21 done. Check.
And it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that was talked about was the importance of doing sauna.
Mm-hmm.
And I only listened with half an ear, so I didn't hear the whole story behind it. But I was pretty well versed in the benefits of sauna, even back in 2013.
Yeah, I think that's when
Because that's when we got a sauna.
We bought a sauna.
And it's been in our previous house, and we're in a new house, and I had planned to leave it there because I hated that sauna. It's a far infrared sort of single person sauna with a glass door, which I think is a terrible idea for a sauna.
Mm-hmm.
And that glass door is not perfectly sealed.
Mm-mm.
And so coolish air can come in from the room. And because it's far infrared, it's got these panels that beam electromagnetic radiation into your body, which doesn't appeal to me. But I had used it many times in the past and had worked up a good sweat eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes forever for that to happen. So I'm not patient when it comes to sitting around waiting to sweat.
Well, and I never used it regularly because every time I tried, I'm not a person who sweats much anyway, ever. And I couldn't break a sweat in there. It seemed completely fruitless.
So the reason we're bringing this up is that today during the class, Dr. Boz was talking about using sauna to get your heart rate into zone 2
mm-hmm.
and some mitochondria benefits for that.
Well, it's basically, we talked about this a little last week. It is giving your mitochondria a stressor that helps promote mitophagy, where the old mitochondria are recycled and new ones are produced,
mm-hmm.
without stressing them too much. Because if you go above zone 2 into zone 3, especially if you're metabolically unhealthy, your mitochondria go into that conservation mode we were talking about last week with fasting. They go into conservation mode and they don't die off. They just sit there shivering and feeling awful and making us feel awful. Yeah.
Well, I never checked my heart rate when I was in the sauna in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I would set it on one of the programs like Recovery, which is on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would sit there until I sweat a lot. And then I'd get out and go, okay, that's great. But I never really felt like I got a huge amount of benefit from it. I didn't sleep better. Maybe I felt a little more relaxed afterwards. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting there watching this, and I'm like, and she has one that she kind of recommends. It's a pop-up sauna. So I'm like curious. I go look at it, and I looked at the price, and I said, we own a sauna already. Why don't we go disassemble it and move it here?
Yes.
Which is what we did.
Yes.
And we successfully took it apart, put it in the truck.
Yes.
Transported and reassembled it, and it turned on and worked.
And let me say that is a carnivore testimony, because one of the reasons we were leaving it there was not only because we weren't seeing a lot of benefit from it and when we've used it in the past, but also it was a bear to put together. You struggled with that thing, and we had our nephew, he spent the night, and you had him help you with it. It was bulky, it was heavy, it was awkward. Today, what is it, 12 years later, roughly? You had no issue moving those panels around, and I helped, and it wasn't awkward. And your skill set, your strength has grown, and your skill set has grown too.
And let me be clear about this. You don't need hardly any skills to do this. But the fact that I struggled with it just speaks to how incompetent I was back then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's someone's asking here, it's a Sunlighten brand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember why I chose it way back when.
I don't think there were tons of options.
But I think at the time, I don't know if Tim Ferriss and Rhonda Patrick might have been talking about the benefits of sauna. I'm like, we got to have a sauna for our health and longevity. And this one really seemed to be great. It had a touch screen.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, this touch screen is terrible.
It is very old,
It
too.
is. It never really worked very well.
No, it was never great.
And it's got a car radio in it. I left that off today. But so we got it set up. I got in it today.
Mm-hmm.
And as usual, it took forever for me to work up a sweat. But I did eventually get into the zone 2, which for me starts at around 100 beats per minute, which doesn't seem like anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the Boz protocol of being in there at least 12 minutes in zone 2. And it was hard. It's like my body, if I was out walking around and I got into that zone, I wouldn't even notice. But for some reason, sitting still, sweating in the heat, it took a little mental focus to get through it.
Well, she said that as well for her, that she wants to bail when she knows she gets there because she really wants to bail. And she's like, no. I must stay in.
I guess that's when you want to quit is the part when the timer starts.
But you don't want to go into zone 3 because that's when the mitochondria go into conservation.
Well, there was no danger in this.
Right. But I just wanted to mention that.
I think my heart rate got up to 109, 110 maybe.
Yeah. But it's also really good for people who just can't exercise.
Yeah, that's true.
Due to mobility issues or whatever. She really highly recommends it. So we're going to experiment with it. We may eventually get another sauna. I almost said a real one. I don't want to diss the sauna too much. I mean, it's old and it's probably the technology is better from that company too. I would imagine, I would hope. And we could not at that time at our old house get like a traditional sauna. This one is it's the infrared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which again, some I know work well and and we're gonna see what we can do to adapt this one, but just see what we experience from it before we make any other investments. So we're on a sauna adventure along with other things that we will talk about today. I want to wish you all a very warm welcome. I am JJ. I am a life coach and I eat mostly meat.
I'm Eric. I'm a novelist and I eat fish.
Fish?
Yes. Keisha's here. Eating some cheeseburgers with Redmond's real salt covered on them, ready to listen to y'all.
Hello, Keisha.
Ebony says, I go to Hot Works. I work out in an infrared sauna.
Really?
In one. There's not a lot of dimensional space in this particular one that we're in.
No.
I could do some like shoulder presses or something.
Yeah.
That'd be about all I could do. You can't actually stand up in it.
I can.
With the door closed. Maybe you could, yeah.
I think I can.
But I've never heard of Hot Works. It sounds like a sauna chain of some sort.
Yeah.
Sue is here. Happy Friday, JJ and Eric and everyone.
Hello, Sue. I think of you every day that I leave our house because we've got a conservation type area that's kind of across the street from us. And they're going to do a fall event with Smokey the Bear.
That's right.
Yep. So it's up on their little sign.
Jody says,
it's a bird.
It's a bird. I have a hard time with emojis. Carnivore Chans is here.
Hey, Chans.
It's good to see you. Sue says, I just jumped in. Didn't hear about the type of sauna you're talking about. But I had a pop-up one with a portable steamer and ended up donating it. It didn't do much for me.
Yeah.
I think since your message came in, I did mention the kind. I wonder if you just had a bad sauna. Well, I think they compromised because they were trying to make a super compact one. Maybe there's better ones now, but it's the one we had, and it's not costing me anything extra.
Just a day of labor.
Yeah. Jody says, I have a Bernique.
Oh.
I don't know that brand. Is it far infrared or one of the traditional type? Does anyone have one that's wood fired?
Oh.
I almost said wood powered.
I think that's so romantic. Like it's not like romantic, but just like a romantic notion. I idealized notion. I love the idea of, oh, we'll go outside in the winter and stoke that thing and then get into it a little later. But I don't think we would do that.
If we had one outside, it should be electric powered,
Yeah.
I think. I want to join the YMCA for their sauna, but the monthly membership is so expensive. For the YMCA, I have no frame of reference for that. And Ebony Talk says, I exercise. It makes the time go by faster.
Yeah.
I believe that. Although I would think that it would be also quite stressful to be exercising in a sauna. But then I heard a podcast long ago with Laird Hamilton, the famous surfer. And he talked about, I think, putting a spin bike in a sauna.
Oh.
But he's freakishly fit. So, but I guess the question was, the metal gets hot. So he had oven mitts.
I bet they got pretty gross.
Yeah.
Gross and sweaty.
Sue says, I've been walking with a weighted vest and love it. Yeah. I like to ruck with weighted backpack, basically. Although I haven't been doing that of late. I wish I lived on that side of the state. I'd come to the Smokey Bear event.
Yeah, we actually are planning on going and being a little neighborly.
Yeah.
To that event. Yeah.
And Michelle is here from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Michelle.
It's good to see you. And the Bernique is a tent sauna.
Okay.
And it gets hot, which is the fundamental thing you want a sauna to do.
Yeah. Ideally, yes, that is the case.
This one does get hot. It just takes some time. We need to zhuzh it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think we can do that. You have some ideas. Now, I've not used it yet because there was only so many hours in today before we came to you.
The day is not over.
But yeah, I'll definitely jump in it this weekend, probably tomorrow. She recommends 3 times a week, at least 3 to 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the reason that I decided I really wanted to do it was because, the program was ending and the case study was using sauna 6 times a week or something.
Yeah, she did it 6 times a week.
But had a terrible time getting any ketones going, and the Sardines did it for her.
This was her 3rd time through the Dr. Boz program, and she said everything seemed to finally click for her, and she followed the protocol. I think some people
like me.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk about it?
Let's go.
This was the teaser. This is the thumbnail. Everybody clicked to watch this. He's doing it again. Carnivore goes on a fatty fish keto feeding frenzy. If only keto began with an F. I am started this morning doing another 72-hour sardine fast, but this time I'm doing it right, making sure that I plus up the fat with every tin. My sardines are in water, so they don't have all the olive oil that you were having. And so now I'm doing it. I'm just eating chunks of butter when I'm done with the fish because I don't want the olive oil. And we shall see. I'm convinced that it's going to be a wonderful experiment, and I will get deep ketosis, unlike the last sardine challenge. And this time, my mitochondria will go, "Oh, hey, he's serious," and we'll get with the program with the ketone burning.
Yeah. I am not doing another sardine fast.
But you're doing a different kind of fast.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes. I started my water fast this morning. So I just finished one earlier this week, and now I'm starting one today. Another 72 hours is the plan.
You're a fasting freak.
I am a fasting freak. Yeah. No, it's a little soon. I would have probably liked to wait a day or so before starting again, but I feel like this pace of starting Friday morning, ending Monday morning is going to be the one that I kind of want to land on for a while. So that meant starting today.
And I decided to go right alongside with the fish because when I have sardines and she's fasting, she doesn't wish she was eating sardines.
No, definitely not. Yeah. And I've gotten the question, do I plan to do another sardine fast? And I am not sure yet. I'm definitely not ruling it out because, man, it was powerful. Like, It was powerful. It really worked well, and I understand the reasoning behind it now, which is very useful too. It's just that I did have that sort of allergic or antihistamine or histamine, I should say, reaction that makes me pause even more than the flavor of it. Yeah.
But
Now,
there's an experiment you can do.
yes, there is. Go ahead.
Well, it's your life. You can talk
Well,
about
no.
the experiment.
Some people have mentioned it seems like it might have been a histamine issue. That was my assumption because it was canned fish, and that can be a problem for some people, I guess. The canning process, right? The processing and the canning. I've never had a histamine issue with any other type of food before. Although I've never eaten a mono diet quite like this before. But the question is it a histamine issue or was it actually a reaction to having too much olive oil?
Or was it the kind of completely contaminated fake olive oil they packed the fish in?
Yes.
So the experiment would be,
To do fish in water, sardines in water, and see if I got the response.
yeah.
Yeah.
You sound so excited.
But I could also do a shorter version because the first time it hit me was before the fast. It was the first time that I ate a full tin. And I thought I was coming down with the flu because I got nauseated and then I had these weird body aches and I didn't get the itching and sneezing yet. It was the achiness
Mhm.
and then it went away.
Yeah, you just need to eat 1 tin to see what happens.
So I would probably
Yeah.
only need to eat 1 or 2 tins to see.
And you don't even need to commit to doing the fast.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
But I'm not quite ready yet. I'm a little gun shy. I was gun shy going in or sardine shy. But the physical reaction is what was a pain. And as I told Eric yesterday, it doesn't stop when I'm done with the fish. Like it goes on another 30 hours or so of having the same reaction. So that's
I think
fun.
it's the olive oil.
I know you do. You told me not to eat the olive oil from the start. I did my research. It's supposedly a decent type of olive oil, but what do I know? And it is a plant. Mhm. So that's what we're at. We are fully steeped in the baz right now
Look at
and
this.
moving
Look at this.
forward. Oh, excellent. Sue's done 7 weeks of 72-hour sardine fasts. My highest morning ketones have been 2.0, which is really good for me. I am so thrilled you had that breakthrough. And that's what we were seeing across the board. That's the thing that is just so interesting, I
Yeah.
guess. And
Better than water fasting.
yeah. Yeah. Now, I had great numbers with my water fasting too, but I don't think I would have until I broke through with the sardines. So I think they were a very, very important part of the process.
Hmm.
That's why I will never say never.
Well, now she's sharing a sardine patty recipe.
Okay, so she made a recipe for her non-sardine days. 1 canned sardine in olive oil, 1 egg, pork panko or crushed pork rinds, form in a patty, fry in lard. So good. So maybe that's a good way to do my experiment with something that's not just
Yeah, since you're going to gag on the fish,
yeah,
maybe you can mask it a little bit with lard.
and pork rinds.
Yeah. I've put
An egg.
crushed up pork rinds in sardines in the past just to add a little crunch to it, but not during the fast.
Yeah.
So, speaking of fasts, last week our video was our water fast
Mhm.
with me green and saying yuck, and JJ bright and shiny and saying yay. And this video absolutely flopped. So, apologies for this one. I thought it was good. I enjoyed making it and editing it.
I
But
thought it was good info.
yeah, I don't know. YouTube didn't seem to know what to do with it
No, YouTube went, eh.
because I didn't say carnivore in the title.
Uh,
But I think it's a great example of water fast didn't work for me. And we talk about why. And it did work for JJ. And we talk about why. And the short version is my mitochondria aren't ready for the ketones,
they were not ready for it at all.
but
Yeah.
they will be.
But they are going to be, so we'll keep you posted on that. My water fast, in the past I had done 45 hours was my max water fast, and usually around 36 hours in, to a 42 to 45 hour fast, I would get really cold, of course. Remember, I'd wear like flannel pajamas to bed, and you had to turn on the heated blanket and all that. So yeah, I would get really cold. That was and have very poor sleep that night. Very poor sleep. I just considered it a night where I was going to catch up on my reading. So, but what was interesting this time for me was I hit that 36-hour mark and I didn't experience any coldness at all. And I did have good sleep that night that would have corresponded to the same time frame as earlier, but I did have poor sleep on my final night, which was fine. But yeah, I had really, really good response. I wasn't hungry. I felt good. I shouldn't say I wasn't hungry. In the morning for breakfast, my body wanted breakfast and my mind wanted breakfast. Now, I've not been drinking a lot of coffee at all lately. I'm just not a big coffee drinker, but I did get a little bit of cold brew and I was having a little bit every morning for breakfast. That's allowed on the water fast. But it was really easier than I thought it would be. And I didn't have those usual sort of symptoms that I've had in the past. So it was good. Here I am again.
Well, I did a 5-day many years ago, and it was torture from the start through the end. I don't know how I white knuckled my way through it. I attempted it again, but I think I bailed in day 4. And then more recently, I tried to do a 72-hour, and at hour 56, I had to stop.
Yeah.
So I've gotten worse at water fasting as time's gone on. And you'd think I'd be better having been carnivore nearly 3 years, but we all learn these things.
Yeah.
So, what was this one about?
Oh, so this is,
I don't even know what I'm seeing here.
So this is, she's pointing to a leg where the man has, the case study, he's got that she has him do the shin print test where you press into your shin till it blanches white for 30 seconds. And then you see how long the imprint lasts.
Oh, okay.
And he was our case study in one of our first ones in the class. So she talked to him and he's had a big issue with swelling for a long time. And he's also had, he broke both his legs at one point. So he also has an injury that doesn't help, an old injury. And she's asking, is she the only one who cares about this? Because she said a lot of medical professionals kind of give you like a water pill or blood pressure pill, but they don't really address the root issue, which again is, in her opinion, really about being metabolically unhealthy. And so, but I love the title. She was in rare form that day. The day she did that live, she was very feisty. Yes. I think she was coming off her trip with her husband too, to check his eyes. So there's a lot going on in her life. And, but I feel too, like she is the only one who is talking about some of these things in our space, in this carnivore / keto space. She is the only one talking about some of these things, and going in this direction and going that deep into the whole mitochondrial thing that you can't really hear anywhere else. So I think her message is very important. And especially if you are suffering from some of these issues, like our case studies, like this swelling that won't go away, whether it's lipedema, lymphedema, or edema. I think those are all the emas. Or, having issues with cancer or female issues, hormone issues. Just she covers a lot and traces it really, a lot of it back to metabolic health, which most of the doctors do in this space. I mean, that's not the new messaging, but she goes this extra step to saying she really does believe that you need to be in keto. You need to be in ketosis for it to really be the optimal diet.
And fairly deep. If you're doing it for therapeutic reasons, you have to get the ketone to blood sugar ratio down.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know. It seems like her experience is clinical experience with that. And so I think she kind of figured out where the sweet spot is, or at least the threshold is. And just with doing this with patients.
But I look at, you know, we've compared and contrasted you and me through our whole journey here
Mhm.
online. And you always say you're waiting for the energy, you've had better mood issues
Yeah.
with your issues, but you're like waiting for that extra thing and it just hasn't come. But if they look at you, I mean, your ideal weight, you look good, your muscle comp has been, yes, look at the specimen. No, I mean, looking at you physically,
I don't look sick.
you look fit and healthy. And again, you've had so many improvements, but there are these lingering things that just haven't resolved.
Yeah, and I think part of that is because I'm really highly resistant to doing a very restrictive program for a long time.
Mhm.
So I've done keto many times and I've been carnivore for a long time, but I stopped checking my ketones because I was like, well, it doesn't really matter now.
Yeah, we're
They'll
good.
be whatever they are.
Hmm.
I'll adapt to some sort of homeostasis that the body has chosen. But the truth is the body can often choose a stuck point that is non-optimal and needs a little more metabolic stress to kick it into the right
Yeah.
patterns. At least that's my frame of reference.
That's the theory right now, and you're testing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So who'd have thunk?
I wouldn't have thunk.
No, here you are eating the sardines again.
I was not super wanting to do that. I hadn't had any sardines since the sardine fast was over. And just gotta grow up, do it. That's what I said to myself, and that's what I've done.
Be like Sue.
Yeah, right. It's 7 weeks.
Yes.
That's a lot of sardines.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can commit to 7 weeks of sardine,
No.
the 72-hour sardine fast.
But we'll start to see what happens. I mean, yeah, we'll start to see what happens.
Well, my prediction, as a matter of fact, each morning I do my Keto Mojo just to see where things are. And this morning my blood sugar was 82. Great. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that's a huge improvement for me.
Huge improvement.
And then as I was waiting for the ketone thing to count down from 9 or whatever it counts down from, I just said, it's 0.6. And it was 0.6.
Hmm.
And the reason I said that is because it's always 0.6 in the morning. But that GKI ratio, it just isn't where I need it to be. So I expect in the morning that it will be a different story.
Now, I will say, I think it will too. I'm not saying this to discourage you. I just want to let people at home know. Within my small group of 11, some people didn't get much result on that first morning.
Yeah.
It really was deeper into the sardine fast. That's why she does 72 hours. Yeah. So yeah, I expect you'll see better tomorrow, but you won't.
Even
really
last time, I was above 1.
Yeah.
And I wasn't having any extra fat with it. So
yeah,
we shall see.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about it. I think there's a lot of potential here.
I'm excited too for you. No, I really am, because one thing we've talked about here on this channel too is how just the people in this space in general, there's so much hope and optimism.
Yeah.
That there is a way to heal, and so many examples of healing and people really living wonderful lives that they weren't able to live just a few months or a few years ago. And so I feel like this is another layer of just hope to people in that whole class of 200. But also, like I said, you're doing pretty well, but there's a lot of hope there that you can really cross that threshold and experience even more.
I'm counting on it.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah.
So what's this one
Well,
about?
I need to say,
or do you want to, I won't click it.
Well, you can click it in a second. I have not been watching a lot of carnivore content or keto content the last few weeks because I've been spending 2 hours in Dr. Boz land every day, sometimes 3, depending on the homework and the other extra videos. So I didn't watch much this week, but yeah, we'll look at a few of the things that I saw this week.
I'm going to be drinking a lot of water because when I'm sardine fasting, we moved this sauna, which was sweaty work, and then I was in it,
Oh yeah.
and I have not replenished.
You need to replenish.
So what was this one
Okay.
about?
So I hadn't seen Emma for a while. And so I saw this come up and I was like, yes, I need a little Emma, just a little light entertainment. And so she made carnivore, what she calls carnivore popcorn. And she always labels it something that's a traditional standard American food. So basically, this was getting those pork pellets, I think they're called, but it's the precursor to a pork rind. And I've heard the Two Crazy Ketos talk about it. Supposedly it's delicious. You're able to buy those things kind of in bulk. I don't know, 10 pounds or something, which is a lot of pork rinds. And then you're able to heat them up, and fresh pork rinds, I guess, are amazing. I'm fine with pork rinds. Sometimes I like them a little bit. Sometimes I don't. They're fine. I used them a lot early on in my carnivore journey. So anyway, she tried it a few different ways in the air fryer, in the oven, the microwave, etc., and made it and called it carnivore popcorn.
What's the sauce that's all over it? Butter.
Yeah. Which she did do some, but yeah, she did do butter and
That's
some
allowed.
salt on it too. Her sister was not. She was like, "It tastes like popcorn. It tastes like popcorn." Her sister, I think it was Katie behind the camera, was not so convinced it tasted like popcorn, but yeah. But what's really cool too is that Emma, who's always had her own charisma and charm, she's getting better though too. I mean, you can tell she's been working on these videos for a while because she's just getting much smoother and just more mature too. I mean, she is 18 now, and yeah, so that was fun too. Yeah.
All right. What was Chris Cooking Nashville up to with these noodles? This does not look carnivore at all.
So
I see green stuff on it.
Well, he always makes it for Ash too.
Oh,
although that's probably AI.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I'm very strange, I think, in that whenever I'm fasting, I actually like to watch food videos. It doesn't trigger me. I don't know. I think I start thinking about what I'm going to eat or something like that. I don't know. But I did not have carnivore or Alfredo. He made his latest edition of the carnivore noodles made with chicken. We tried it a few weeks back or a couple months ago. I had made macaroni and cheese,
but that's right.
But it was kind of a mess. I didn't have the right equipment. But he did his standard noodles like that and made a delicious carnivore sauce. And in his way too, he also talked about how a traditional Alfredo sauce I don't think it uses cream, or it definitely doesn't use cream cheese. Maybe it uses cream. But anyway, because it's carnivore, he does have to use ingredients a little differently because we don't have that starchy gluten water that really brings a traditional Alfredo sauce together, which I found interesting. So yeah, he made a batch up, and Ash is more ketovore, so she has the onions in it or the basil on top and stuff. But looked delicious. I haven't had it, haven't made it, but it looks amazing, and I would like to have it at some point. And our daughter likes Alfredo, so I almost wonder.
Now I want it.
Sardine Alfredo. They don't serve cream sauce with fish, I think, for the most part.
I don't know.
I'm
not an aficionado.
No, what I did break my fast with was I made up some chicken soup with just like bone broth from the box. I didn't make my own. And I got some chicken from the store, some rotisserie chicken, and got some egg life wraps and cut those up. And it was delicious. So good. And then I ended my day. I let that in there and see, do I have any issues digestively? I didn't. So then I ended my day with a fat bomb made with some cream cheese and butter, vanilla. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, that's how I broke my fast, but that Alfredo sure looks good. And it's getting to be kind of that season. Well, it's still pretty warm here in Wisconsin right now, but it's getting to be fall, and that seems like sort of a little yummy comfort food.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is why we did the macaroni and cheese, is it looked like fall. It still wasn't fall at that time.
Not even close. Scotter is here.
Hey, Scotter.
Back from my golf day, stayed keto all day.
Yes.
Very well done.
Yeah, especially when you're out and about.
And Sue is confirming for me that it will happen.
Yeah. She put a muscle up too, and it's interesting because one of the things people are worried about with fasting. Now, she fasts every week for a decent amount of time, 2 to 3 days each week. And people say that that'll eat up your muscle mass, your lean body mass. And she gets regular DEXA scans and she's like, I'm not convinced it does. So it'll be interesting to see.
Well, her opinion is deep ketosis would be protective.
Right. Deep ketosis is protective.
Because you don't have to catabolize any muscle protein in order to create glucose. You're burning, you probably can get enough with the glycerol from your triglycerides.
Yes.
And whatever cleanup protein is around from autophagy.
Which she supposedly cracked the code on that today too, with the high triglycerides. If you've got high circulating triglycerides, you need ketosis. It's always the answer. It's one answer, but she explains it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, that's another thing you're working on, and we'll see what happens.
We're out of focus. Now we're back in focus.
Mm-hmm.
It's JJ and Eric live, all Dr. Boz, all the time, 24/7.
I swear we will expand out again soon. But this was a pretty heavy lift for me. And I did it. I did the program and I attended every day and I attended everything I was supposed to. And I ate the sardines and I did the water fast. And it's a busy time of year with me for work, but also with the play starting.
Yep.
So yeah, it was, I'm sad to see it end in some ways, but also really excited to get my 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day back. But apparently I might be spending one of those hours in a sauna waiting for zone 2.
But you can do some productive work in there up until the discomfort starts.
I have done that. I have brought my computer in there, but then it needs to go out and not probably overheat too. But yeah, so we'll be branching out a little bit more here in upcoming weeks again. It doesn't have to be all Dr. Boz. Actually, I saw that today there's an interview with Kilt's. I think Kilt's interviewing Barry, but it's those two.
Oh, okay.
I am stoked to watch that one. I want to watch that one badly. I also started to watch Bella talking about McDonald's food, but I didn't get through the whole thing. Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. I'm going to have to do another 10 when I get done.
You're going to have to do another 10. Yeah.
What's this one? I did not see this.
Oh, this was the other one. Yes. Butcher Wizard goes carnivore week 4 update. So he is a butcher.
And he's carnivore.
And he started to see more carnivore happening in his butchering videos, people coming to him who are carnivore. So he wanted to give it a try and he wanted to lose some weight. So he set himself up for a 30-day challenge and he did get some coaching. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was from right now, but he did get some coaching during that time. And he said it was really eye-opening. He was glad he did it. He did not really have a lot of struggles. He had a few electrolyte issues, but it was fairly easy for him. He eats fairly meat heavy anyway, but he also did not lose much weight at all. And that was kind of his personal why. And we all know, if you've been here a while into the carnivore space, weight loss is the reason you might come to carnivore, but it's not the reason you stay carnivore usually. It's those other benefits. So he hadn't really experienced other benefits. He felt good, but nothing strong enough to keep him moving in the carnivore direction. And he also had a really hard time eating dinner with his family at night. He's got children at home still, and it was just really tough for him. So he plans to still stay very meat heavy and keep carbs lower as he moves forward and maybe cycle into carnivore periodically. And he knows he probably could do it a little longer. He feels like 30 days wasn't probably enough, but he's bowing out for now.
Okay.
Yeah. But he still loves the carnivore. He raved about the carnivore community, how much they embraced him and supported him, and we know that's usually true. It's been our experience
Yeah.
anyway. And yeah, so
There's always some gatekeeping in every community, but very little in carnivore.
yeah.
When we have sort of disagreements about the approach, we all kind of feel like, well, just do the experiment and see what happens.
Yeah.
And if it works, great. If it doesn't, do something different.
Yep.
Melanie says it's been, I gotta get the butcher off of there.
Mm.
Been a bacon, egg, 4 eggs, steak and butter day for me,
Mm.
and a glass of red
Yes.
vino.
Yes. Sue has a message above her.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Oh, the muscle was to stay strong. That was for me.
Yes.
But
you need to read that one.
You don't have to tell me to stay strong. I don't know why we're going in and out of focus. The camera got moved
Yes.
and moved back, and something got shifted.
Mhm.
This is my hand, and this is my face. Sounds like a perfect day of eating, Melanie.
Oh, great.
Yep. Bella's McDonald's video is pretty enlightening. Makes me glad it's been at least 30 years or more since I've had a single thing there.
I could have almost said that until I started carnivore, and now I do run to McDonald's every now and again.
To get a burger patty.
Yeah, to get some burger patties. So I will be interested to finish the
Is
video.
it an expose about
It might be.
what's all the terrible stuff that's in their burgers?
Yeah.
Sue, I have gotten the quarter a la carte McDonald's burgers, quarter pound, but it's been a few months.
Yeah. It's just so easy. Sometimes when I'm out and about, it's so easy to just place the order on the app.
Keisha says, I watched Steak and Butter Gal video. She did not say that the quarter pounder patties were bad, which is all I get there.
Well, good. Good to know that.
So, but Melody's saying you won't get the burger patties anymore, JJ. So we'll have to watch it. We'll have to see what Bella's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like Culver's, but they can't ring it up right. They don't know how to ring up the patties only, and it's really convoluted. Yeah.
I don't love eating burger patties.
Yeah, I do.
I don't like the flavor of ground beef.
No, you never have.
No.
I don't think. I can't think of any time you like it in sauce. Like if ground beef
if it's covered with cheese and all the fixings, then I don't care what
if
about
it's in
it.
a casserole or spaghetti or something like that, but not.
But none of those things are on the menu.
No.
Oh, Melanie says the quarter pounder is okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, now we got to watch that video.
Yeah. It's a short one.
I'm curious.
It's not one of our lives. It's a short one. But yeah, I'm curious as well. I just started it. So yeah, that's the weekend for us. Fasting and sardine fasting and
yay. We'll end up creating a video of some sort that'll come out Monday or Tuesday. I don't know what the topic's going to be. Frankly, the videos have been doing really poorly.
Very poorly.
So it's a little discouraging, and you guys are all there watching it, but for some reason, YouTube goes through its phases of liking and disliking, and for all I know, it's me. It's bad titles. So if there's something about carnivore or keto or this stuff that you're interested in, make sure to leave a message on this video, because we're definitely interested in delivering the content that you enjoy as well as we enjoy making. But I was like, man, we need to get back into twice a week. But the problem is, then that's like double the ideas and double the editing and double the shooting. And it's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when I got a book to finish. And to finish the book means I need to finish putting up the firewood for a next year, because otherwise it won't be ready next year.
Yeah.
And it's like the end of September, and I still had to mow because it's been rainy and warm. So the property never stops needing some attention.
Yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure.
Do you remember when we did that video where we cleared the tree that was blocking the trail?
Yes.
And you did a cook
Yes.
at the house, and it was a bunch of me chainsawing and us throwing limbs around and stuff. And we put, I don't know, 100 hours or more into making
You worked
that one.
so hard on that one.
And YouTube was like, I don't know what to do with this. I guess we won't show it to anybody. But yeah, if we could do videos about me mowing the lawn, it would be way easier. Although I'm not that interested in making that video.
No. But we also we do have an interview coming up in November
Do we?
that might be interesting.
Should I mute it here?
Yeah.
We're not doing the interview.
Oh no, we are being interviewed.
Because I was like, I don't know who's on the docket because I didn't arrange it.
No, we are being interviewed in November. So that might get us a little exposure, but you never know. Schedules can change and stuff too, which is why I'm not telling you. So I'm not, it's still a secret, but we'll see. We'll see. It's right around your birthday.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's like the best time of the year.
Yeah. For you.
Yeah. Old Natty is here with the question mark. We love to see your question mark. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Melanie says, everyone needs to hype your videos. Correct. She loved the video with the tree clearing. May have been one of a dozen who watched it and liked it. Yeah. That's what I haven't gone back to watch that one. But I remember when we were making that video, I was like, we've cracked the code, JJ. This is going to be the path for the channel henceforth. And it wasn't. But at least we have a sense of humor about it.
Well, and I feel honestly like when we were doing it, it is a really nice little vignette of that moment in time of us working together here, our first summer living here and being healthy, and just, it was nice.
There's another tree across another trail right now.
There's almost always a tree across the trail.
And then there's another trail where the tree wants to fall and it's starting to uproot itself, but it hasn't gone yet.
Yep.
So every time I drive the golf cart under it, I'm like, I hope it's not now.
And then we went to our old house to get the sauna, and there's a tree down there too.
Oh yeah. I'm not touching that one.
No.
And now we're out of focus. We have continued to watch Portrait Artist of the Year.
Yes, we have.
We're now in season 5 or something like that. We're also watching Dancing with the Stars because we just are that demographic, I guess. And we switched from that to another season of this portrait drawing. And I'm like, holy cow, Dancing with the Stars is such an assault of sound and action and movement. It's nice to sit back and relax with some calm. Do you remember that show? I love that show, that The Repair Shop.
Yes, you loved. It was good, but you really loved it.
That's another UK show, and people bring in stuff to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think that's interesting, but then you kind of get the story behind it, and then you get to see the expert try to fix it and repair it. And then the reveal is when the owner comes back and gets to see it. It's super, super relaxing, zero conflict.
Low cortisol.
And I don't know what's happened to me, but I just like really low conflict entertainment.
I think,
but I don't like that stupid British baking show.
No, I don't understand.
It's too boring. Plus, I can't eat any of it.
Well, that's
it's not on the menu. They need a British carnivore grilling show.
I was watching some grilling shows, but yeah, been out of that sphere lately. So, but Dancing with the Stars, you know, I dance. I've danced and
yeah,
but not ballroom. So it's of great interest to me, and I get some ideas for my show sometimes, for my play, the plays.
And her students don't execute that level
Oh, no.
at all.
No. No, they do not. But it's moving along. It's good with the plays. Yeah.
So the
The
chat is
musical.
talking about the hype button. I've heard of the hype button. I've never actually seen one. So I don't even know if I am able to hype other people's videos, but if you want to hype ours, we would love to be hyped.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we've got Kevin here.
Kevin's here from, shall I get to say it or do you want to
You
say it
go.
this time?
You go.
Los Gatos, California.
So next week is more of a normal week. It's like you said, not a Boz week. And yeah, it's getting to be fall cleanup.
Yep. It's that time of year. It's the best time of year in Wisconsin. It's dry, sunny, like unbelievably crispy blue sky with fluffy clouds. The light comes, the leaves are turning, the sunlight is exceptionally good. The leaves that have fallen are starting to emit the fall smells. And just there is no better time to be in Wisconsin than the fall. The rest of the year,
I think it's pretty good most of the year. Not winter, but most of the year I like.
The winters have been pretty mild of late, so that's not been too bad. This summer, the mosquitoes came back. They were all gone, and then they came back. I don't know who was in charge of that, but they made a huge mistake.
Yeah. I think it's because we got warm and rain.
Yeah.
We got a little warmer this year. But yeah. Yeah, but we've got fasting on the docket and then some normal meals too. What will we eat?
Steak, eggs, some bacon.
I have been off the Courtney Luna Cobb salad lately. So this is a salad I've talked about. I was on it a big kick for a long time of it's chicken breast, it's bacon, hard-boiled egg, some blue cheese, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of, I use bacon juice, bacon drippings.
Grease.
Yeah. And you mix it up and it's like a little Cobb salad minus the veggies. And I've just not been up for it much lately. I've been really into the steak for breakfast and then brats. I've been into brats.
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know.
Well, it's a nice, so my first meal of the day is the largest. So that's when I have my brats and I have my yogurt. And then if I have meat later in the day, it's a perfect size little bundle of meat that's not overeating.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's really easy to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I tend to have that one or two of those later in the day, usually one if I'm hungry too. And then that fat for dinner, which is, I don't know, usually it involves more dairy than I probably should have. But yeah.
So there's a phrase that I heard Dr. Boz say several times, but which was also showed up in an AI chat that I did. And it's the phrase fat forward.
Oh yeah.
And I had never heard of it. And even in context, I didn't entirely understand what it meant. I still don't know what it means. What does fat forward mean? Just more fat?
I was seeing if they were going to respond, if they know.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Everybody.
My understanding was, I've got more notes on it upstairs, but because I took notes during her class, but my understanding is fat forward is when the body is efficiently, well, maybe not efficiently, is able to use fat.
So it's not the food for being fat forward. Oh.
I don't think so. From her context, it seemed to be that the body is able to then
burn fat more.
Use the fat. Yeah.
Huh. I don't like the phrase because it's not clear what it means.
Yeah.
Words should mean something when you hear them. And when you hear them and then they don't mean something, you're thinking those are not the right words.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it was more about that, but maybe it involves eating fat as well because you need that too. So yeah, I don't know. Class is over. Can't ask.
The chats is not coming alive with answers. So I'll assume that we don't know the answers.
Yeah. They're as foggy as we
Melanie's
are.
saying, I think it means prioritizing fat. Yeah, I think that prioritizing fat would be a better phrase than fat forward.
It doesn't have that alliteration though, like fish frenzy,
Fish feeding frenzy.
fish feeding frenzy, fat forward, a fat forward
Fish
fish.
feeding frenzy. My title, I should have gotten it. I should have figured it out.
Well, apparently fat forward is not sweeping the nation. So
We had a comment from a friend in Sydney, Australia, who listens while they cook, I believe is what was said. But apparently they have available fresh sardines available.
Oh yeah.
And was thinking about maybe getting some of those.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, that's a novel idea. But I was then wondering, well, are they so fresh that you've got to clean them, like gut them and cut their heads off? Probably.
I don't know.
Although you can probably just eat the head.
Oh yeah, you probably could. Maybe you can have your fishmonger do it.
Be a lot of work. Sardines are small.
They are.
Melanie says, I've never heard the term, but as an author and book editor, that's how it sounds to me. Mm. Well, I'm trusting your judgment. Because you could say, well, then fat forward would be fat first. Maybe you're supposed to eat the fat first, but that you just say fat first because that also has alliteration. So that can't be what it means. Mm. I think she's right. Prioritizing fat. Mm-hmm. This is probably not the live stream to quibble about semantics.
But hey, we've got Melanie here, so hey.
Yeah.
Why not?
And you know me, I like to think about words.
I was going to say quibble.
Yeah, quibble.
A little bit.
Nitpick.
Nitpick?
Anything else you got, JJ?
I don't think so. I mean, that was my week. Like you've heard it all, you've seen it all. Yeah. Oh, I will say this. My group in Dr. Boz's class, my small group was a group of 11. She titled us the Elite 11 because we were all totally committed. We were just there doing the steps that we were told to do. And I guess in some other groups, there's a little more friction and resistance to some of the program. And so, yeah, it was just a wonderful, wonderful group. And we are going to continue to meet. I don't know if everybody is, all 11 of us, but we're planning to continue meeting once a week to sort of stay connected and stay accountable. And I think I underestimated the accountability piece, I think. Now, I think I would have done the whole program the same. That's what I committed to myself to do, is to do the things and do it all. But when you know that you're going to be looking at your numbers with other people, there's some accountability there. It's kind of built in. So that was really useful. So I'm really interested because as the Elite 11 move forward, we're all going to have now times where we're not as strict as we were in this course. There are going to be times when holidays happen and restaurants happen and things will happen. And so it'll be just very interesting to see how that goes now. Yeah, I'm very fascinated. But it's also fascinating because, as I mentioned last week, the group element was really surprisingly good to me. I was kind of like a group. Yeah. But to be able to hear other people's experience and how they navigate. And even when things don't work out, because I think one of the things with doing this on YouTube is, it worked for us. And even though we say experiment, it's like, well, just carnivore harder, or, whatever the answer seems to be, it's easy to assume that it was the answer that worked for you. And so when you're in groups with people where it's not working, it's also very useful to just have that perspective shift.
Yeah.
We don't have all the answers. And we joke about being insufferable, and we still are. But you do get to see those other perspectives. So yeah, it's great. Shout out to the Elite 11.
Hope says, I watch all your videos. I don't always make it to the lives, but I watch the replays. Thank you so much, Hope.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you to all of you who are here today and who loyally show up every week. We really appreciate it.
Mhm.
We see your faces or your avatars in the comment section on our videos, and we read them all.
Mhm.
Often I read them to JJ.
Mhm.
And we're very appreciative.
Yeah.
It really does give us the enthusiasm to keep going and keep delivering at least entertainment, I would hope, if not some insights or information that you hadn't thought of before.
That reminds me, though, we have had a couple viewers who have talked about that they've shifted their way of eating and had results.
Mm.
Based on what you sort of figured out late this summer.
Yeah, that
And
was really nice.
that was amazing to hear. So amazing to hear. Yeah.
So Hope has also watched Portrait Artist of the Year in 2020. It was
Mhm.
calming. If you know of other shows like that, let me know, because we're going to need more of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not into taking Carnivore. We've got it figured out. It's now tweaking the edges and the little nuances is what we're doing. But the mental diet, the diet of the information and the entertainment and the podcasts and the music that are flowing into my ears and my eyes is a huge, huge theme for me right now.
Mhm.
And I'm being a ruthless editor of what I allow into here.
Mhm.
And so I'm always looking for something that is low conflict and without a lot of polarized shouting. I can't take it. I don't want to hear it.
No, me neither.
But I could do it.
You could do what?
Polarized shouting.
You could, yes, you could.
That phase of my life is over. I swear. All right. Thank you guys so much. We will see you back here next Friday at 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 regular time.
Correct time.
Correct time. I think it was Curtis says.
Yep.
Every day stronger.
Every day more.
JJ and Eric, their lipids are high. Their doctors are worried they're both gonna die. Is LDL harmless? They sure hope it's so. It's the JJ and Eric Carnivore Show. Salad is toxic, seed oils are doom. They rub on tallow like greasy perfume. Ribeyes and bacon, that's all they know. It's the JJ and Eric Carnivore Show. No wheat, no kale, they're laughing at greens. 18-hour fasts are their favorite routines. Sugars for suckers, they're chomping on fat. Streaming to your lives from a tallow vat. Eric's got muscles, JJ's got zen. They're coming to chat with their carnivore friends. So toss out the